What is happening, YouTube and weight loss warriors? It's your boy C-Dub, and I'm back with another video. And today I want to bring you a couple of different tips that you don't really hear when you're talking about weight loss, and I'm going to kind of package them up into this package. I'm going to bring it to you right after this. What is happening? If you're new to this channel, my name is C-Dub, and I lost 125 pounds eating just one meal a day or OMAD. I'd like to welcome you. I started this channel to hook you up with tips, tricks, knowledge, and ideas that I've learned along the way in my journey to help you out on your journey. I'd like to welcome you, and to my subscribers, my weight loss warriors, the people that have helped me grow this channel, my family. I appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing and commenting on my videos and helping reach new people and help them on their journey. With all of that said, I got an important topic to talk about today. So I've sat here and I've tried to record this a couple of different times, and it came out a little rambly and a little bit too long, and I kind of just wanted to start it back over and bring it to you with a little bit more real talk. I'm not jumping up and being animated here because I think it's important to get this message across. So I decided to redo it and hopefully keep it a little bit more to the point than I did before. So when we're talking about weight loss, we're really talking about a lot of different things science-wise, and that's not why I'm here today. I'm not here to talk to you guys about blood sugar levels, about intermittent fasting, about ghrelin and leptin, or autophagy, or any of those cool topics. I've covered them all in other videos, and if you scroll through my channel, you'll be able to see plenty of videos talking about all the hormones and all the different things that relate to weight loss. But what I wanted to talk about was a little bit more the mental side of weight loss, the side of weight loss that we don't hear about too often. And so there's a kind of a two-parter here in what that mental side does. And one of which is just simply our comfort and how we feel other people look at us. And that's a bit of an issue. And so I wanted to really talk about it right here because, listen, when I was 310 pounds, the last thing I ever wanted to do was to go out and do something that looked physical. I felt like I looked goofy. I looked awkward. I didn't feel like it was a good look for me, and it also didn't feel good physically. So it was a double whammy, and it was something that I really felt uncomfortable doing. And so I know a lot of people that are watching this video may also feel like, you know what, man, I don't want to get on the ground and do sit-ups because I can't do a real sit-up. I don't want to go jog down the block in my neighborhood because I'm 300 pounds and everybody will look at me strange. I don't want to do these things because other people are looking at me and judging me. And quite frankly, I'm judging myself. And this is a situation where I think a lot of us lie. I think a lot of us lie in this weird funk where we don't believe that we are gonna, I don't know, come off right if we get ourselves back into shape or we get ourselves moving in the right direction. Plus, it's hard and difficult. And I think that this is a mindset that holds us back. It's a mindset that really is difficult. And when you talk about intermittent fasting, it gets even more difficult because now people are looking at you different because you're saying you only eat one meal a day, or you only are eating in a 4-hour window, or whatever the case is, or every other day. And people are now judging you for that as well, which is more judgment. Well, I'm here to tell you a couple of things. One, nobody is judging you as much as you are judging you. So if you can first understand that we are going to be the hardest critics on ourselves. And so when we're in a weight loss journey, the right thing to do is to go do it and not worry about what the people around us are thinking. We have to be able to step outside of our comfort zone. If you feel like you're going to look foolish jogging, maybe you do. Who knows? But if you do it day in and day out, you will improve at it. You will gain skill at what you're doing. And over the course of time, you will no longer look like you did when you first started. And it's going to happen quicker than you think it is. So just by getting up and moving forward with it, it's going to be a huge plus. So you've got to be able to break down the barriers that you've put on yourself in order to lose weight. And I know that right now is a time that a lot of people are gaining weight because of depression and being indoors and being stuck in a situation And then the last thing you want to do is put on a mask and go jog in the park in your, hometown or something, because you feel like people are going to look at you, or you feel like something's going to go on wrong, or, there's going to be issues, or you're going to get laughed at. And listen, ultimately, at the end of the day, if any of those things do happen, it really doesn't matter, because at the end of this journey, that's not going to happen anymore. People are going to look up to you. And I think that once things start to open up again, and once we get a little bit more going, when you're going into the gym and you're an overweight or morbidly obese person, I think a lot of times the people in the gym that you think are judging you are actually proud that you went through the door. And they would, if they don't want to feel disrespectful and approach you, but I think a lot of them are saying, look at that guy over there, look at that girl over there on that treadmill getting the work in, and I think that that is something that, a lot of people need to understand, is they're not judging you like you think that they are. And another thing, we don't want to get sweaty. We don't want it to hurt. Those are things that we as overweight individuals are not looking forward to. We're like, I already sweat too much. I'm already too big. If I walk down the street, I sweat through my shirt. I don't want to do that around people. And I definitely don't want to wake up tomorrow and be sore and go through all the pain. And it hurts when I'm walking, and it hurts when I do all. Listen, there's no easy way to do this. And there's going to be pain, and there's going to be sweat, and you're going to have to feel uncomfortable. And if you are willing to feel uncomfortable, I think the end result of this thing is going to be so much better, because you're going to be able to grind through the tough situations, and you're going to be able to come out on the other side a winner. Now, the second part, or the second tip of this, is consistency. It is the reason that I sit here before you, and it kind of goes with number one, because if you start working, then you can become consistent at working. If you get up and you get a routine together and you do it day in and day out, you build this beautiful thing called momentum. And I think momentum is the key to weight loss. I think momentum is such an important thing. If you're grinding at it every day and you're getting results and you're moving forward, it begins to build momentum. You start to feel this presence behind you that's pushing you to do it, and I think it's there for all of us. Even the most fit people have moments when they're at their peak of their performance, where their momentum is carrying them through it, because they're consistent and they've been doing it and they've got it going. And I could even let you guys know that my 9-year-old son has been walking with me every single day since this pandemic has started. And right now, he won't go to bed unless he has 10,000 steps. He will grab me by the hand and take me outside and walk. If he had something going on that day, even when it's pouring down rain, he refuses to do it. And I asked him the other day, and he said, because that's what we do, Dad. That's what we do. Me and you, we go get our steps in. That is a momentum thing that has gone on in his brain. It's a switch that now to him, it has to be done because that's what we do. And when you get to that level, it's huge. And so ultimately, when we wrap those two things up into a package, I wanted to bring it to you in a little visual way. If we're looking at this giant mountain of weight loss, there's two sides to this. One side, we've lost the weight, and one side, we're about to get started. And I'm telling you, that mountain is huge. I know. I never, ever thought I was going to climb that mountain. When I started my weight loss journey, I thought if I could get halfway up the mountain, it would be okay. And I know that a lot of you viewing this are feeling the same way. Maybe you're 150 pounds overweight and you're thinking, if I could just lose 75, I'd feel better. Things would be better. I'd get judged less. People wouldn't, judge me as often. Everything would be better if I could just lose 75. And that's how I got going. I kind of said, I need to lose some of this. I need to become more normal than I am not normal in my own eyes. And I understand that normal right now is heavier than it ever has been. But at that time, I was just thinking it's okay to be halfway there. And so I started to walk up the mountain. But as I'm walking up the mountain, I started to build momentum. And if you think about it, it's like taking a snowball at the bottom of that mountain and you start trying to roll a snowball uphill. As you can imagine, as this snowball is getting bigger, it is getting heavier. In the beginning, it feels difficult to do this day in and day out and day in and day out, to stick to a fasting protocol and be consistent and never miss it and never mess it up, and don't make an excuse. If you're doing OMAD, you only have the one meal. If you're doing a 16 and 8, you're only eating the 2 meals during the 8-hour window, and you're grinding at that every single day, no excuses, no matter what. That's the big first step. And you get that snowball going and going and going, and then you add exercise in there and you get your routine. I'm doing this every day, whether it's running or walking or lifting or whatever it is. I'm going to go to this yoga class every single day. I'm going to go to this Zumba class 3 times a week. I'm going to do whatever it is for you. And as you begin to build that momentum, at some point, there's a tipping point. At some point, you reach the top of this mountain. And once you do, the ball rolls down the other side and you start to realize how easy it is, how it becomes a part of who you are. It kind of embeds into your DNA and you come out the other side of it a different person than you started. And that's what this is about. Today's journey is not about who you are today. The journey is about who you are going to become. And I'm going to encourage each one of you and let you know that you can't even comprehend the person you're going to become if you're just starting on this journey. And any of you that have lost weight, that have watched it either through my channel or before my channel, and you watch me because you've lost weight too, I encourage you to comment down below to let everybody know too. This is something that I am not the person I thought I was going to become. I'm so much greater than that. And I realize that whatever the obstacle that lies in front of me in life, I'm going to overcome it because I understand that simple thing that 1, I'm okay being uncomfortable, and 2, I can be consistent. I can do it day in and day out, and I can build momentum in whatever it is. And I challenge you to understand that this is something that I've applied to YouTube, and I think it's helped me out a lot too. This wasn't something like, people didn't think I'd ever have 100 subscribers, and I've got 4,000, and one day we'll celebrate 100,000. And it's because of the consistency of my uploads and the grind that I'm doing. It's no different than you on your weight loss journey, but it begins with one simple step. So don't wait till next week. Don't wait till next month. Get going now. Don't make excuses. Continue to push. And if there is a third tip on that, it's going to be this, that if you fall off, get right back on and know who to blame. Know that it was you that made it happen. It wasn't because you got invited out to lunch. It wasn't because your mom's forcing food on you. At the end of the day, you made the choices. And when you figure out that, hey, listen, I made the choice to make that happen, then the next time that choice comes around, it's easy for you to identify that I let myself down. Nobody did this to me. And get consistent and get going. And this thing is going to be yours. You're going to tackle this mountain, I promise you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful because I put my heart into it. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.